Department of Consumer Affairs has confirmed that restaurant billing service charges in addition to taxes is now optional. The consumers have the discretion to pay service charge or not. Hina Gambhir breaking down the details for us. Hina, take us through the details now. Levying service charge is optional.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Amita, this is a clarification that has come in from Department of Consumer Affairs. So the service charge that we all have been paying in restaurants and hotels, that was always, an optional charge that we were supposed to pay. But what had happened in the recent time was that various restaurants and hotels were charging something called a service charge in the range of 5 to 20%. Now, this was a voluntary charge. If a customer is happy with the service, like we used to give tips earlier, if a person is happy, then of course you can pay this particular charge. But this became a mandatory charge, and it was being charged to the customers from hotels and restaurants. Now, several complaints went to the Consumer Department. As a result, Department of Consumer Affairs has taken note of this issue and has given clarification that, it is optional. It is at the discretion of the customer to pay the service charge. It cannot be a mandatory charge. And if a particular customer is willing to pay a charge, they have every right to go ahead and pay it. But if they're not happy with the service, they don't want to pay the service charge for the service, then they have an option to get it waived off as well. But this was not happening till now. A very clear direction coming in from the Department of Consumer Affairs for the state governments as well. Now it will be the responsibility of the state governments to ensure that, the hotels, restaurants and companies are sensitized properly so that the customer doesn't have to suffer. And at the same time, they have to give proper information in, restaurants and hotels, telling the consumers that it is an optional charge. If you're not happy with the service, do not pay that service charge. It cannot be forced upon